What story are you living? I believe we are all living out the story we tell ourselves. In every moment, in every second of every moment, we are choosing a pathway of existence. Contrary to previous beliefs of mine, I now believe that we can shift our entire life story all at once. The story will be acted out piece by piece, but the alteration of the story first takes place in our mind. Our life story is who we believe we are capable of becoming. The moment you shift your vision from one endpoint to another, you alter your entire life's trajectory. Choose right now between fried food and fresh food. In your story, you believe you're the type of person that eats whichever food you chose. Those of you who chose fresh food are likely in a decent health place or are on your way there, while the person who chose fried food is either unhealthy or on their way there. Two vastly different endpoints with a single decision at one point in time. If we focus our attention on our ideal dream outcome for life and interact with the world as if we're the character living and acting out the script for the vision or the story of our dreams, over time it will actualize, becoming reality and truth. If you're fat right now and your ideal vision of yourself is being skinny, you might go running every day because you know that's what skinny people do. If you suck at guitar and your dream is to be a lead guitarist in a band, you might spend a lot of time practicing scales because that's what a lead guitarist does. If you're an alcoholic and you want to be sober, when offered a drink, you might say, "No, thank you. I'm sober." That is what sober people do. If you act the way a sober person would act, you'll become sober. There comes a point in these examples where it seems a bit possibly offensive to you. I can hear you right now.
Easy for you to say, Dan, you're not fat or an alcoholic.
Listen, I understand that may be true and you may be correct in feeling those feelings of offense. But my question to you is, where are those feelings of offense stemming from? Are you offended that it's your fault you're choosing your path? I never said it was easy to choose. What I said was, it seems to be true, that you become your decisions. Try this and let's see where it gets you. Take a moment, write it down in detail, the vision of your ideal life. Here's an example. I live in a 2-story, $800,000 plus house within 15 minutes of a metropolitan city in Texas, Colorado, or New York. I met my wife when she was 27 to 33. She's blonde or brunette. She's an avid learner who enjoys exercising, cooking, philosophy, reading, writing, music, and helping others live their best lives. We collectively generate between $500,000 and $3 million a year. Now, this is enough of a story for an example to realize that if the necessary actions take place in the correct direction, it can be a life anyone can live. You must act how the person living that life would act in order to make it a reality. Perhaps you're having the realization that you're unwilling to act in the ways a person living the life you thought you wanted would act. Maybe you realize somewhere along the way that you don't want to perform the actions required. And you realize that $50,000 is actually an amount that you would be perfectly okay with. That's totally fine. It's your life. Live the life you want. But remember, it's you who made the decision. When you're going about life and you're living this life that you've dreamed for yourself, that you're acting on, remember not to complain or be envious of others who decided they wanted something different than you. Congratulate them. It's simple as that. Congratulate them on their success, and they should offer you the same congratulations. You're both living the vision you created for yourselves. In my opinion, if you truly want something, you'll find a way to get there. Kobe Bryant chose greatness almost every day of his life. Michael Jordan chose the same. For the most part. Why? Because it's their life. They got to choose what they wanted to do. And so everyone who's great, respected, well-known, they chose that pathway. They chose their actions based on their internal vision for their life. And they actualized that version of themselves by having the courage and belief in themselves to act in the ways of doing so. The first step in changing directions is to believe you both can and should. It's not against the rules to start over, so don't be afraid of starting over. If you've received a failing grade on a test and the teacher comes to your desk and says, "I'll give you the opportunity to retake the test tomorrow for a new grade," Wouldn't you want the opportunity to score higher? That's what every decision in life is that we make. But in this case, we're both the teacher and the student. We are the decision maker. We create the test. We create the vision. We create value for specific aspects of our own existence. We create circumstances. We create systems and processes. We create opportunities and roadblocks and everything that we experience, because we are the creators of our own realities. So ultimately, dare to dream, dare to act, dare to believe, simply be undeniable. You haven't failed until you've quit, you haven't achieved unless you've tried, and you haven't tried unless you've chosen. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. I also have a blog that you can get these same teachings and practices and thoughts on my website. You can also find me at patreon.com, where I go deeper into the